Davis, and I'm from a small town in southern Ohio. The closest supermarket to us was 20 minutes away, and if you didn't get stuck behind your tractor, it was a good day. Some 24 years later, I'm about as far from Possum Hollow as you could possibly get. I live in a high-rise apartment in Seoul, South Korea, and I still can't believe that I live here some days. The path that my life has taken is not the one that I thought I would be on, but I think it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. I started college right after high school. I took a few classes and then decided that it wasn't for me, my heart wasn't in it, so I moved to Washington to be with my now husband. We've been married for 7 years now, and we have 2 boys that keep us on our toes. The Army life is, I like the Army life. I like that we get to move. I like that we get to see places that we've never seen before, but there's also challenges that come with that. And one of the biggest ones for me is finding a way to complete my education and start my career. So yeah, that's definitely been the hardest part for me. I've changed colleges 3 times, and I finally completed my associates about 4 months ago. When I started classes the second time around, about 2 years ago, I didn't know what I wanted to major in, but I wanted to get started anyway. I felt like my kids were old enough that they could go to the babysitter, and I wanted to use that time wisely. So I started taking classes, didn't declare a major yet. I took a statistics class the 2nd or 3rd semester at that school, and it was like a breath of fresh air for me. It was the first class that I really liked. I did really well academically, and the professor ended up recruiting me to be a math tutor in the college's lab, so I did that. I started working there, worked there for about 8 months. I really loved that job. That was the first job that I felt like I was supposed to be there. I'd only held like entry-level jobs at restaurants or retail stores before that, but I felt useful being a math tutor and helping people with their math classes. And that's when I decided that I wanted to major in math. Not the path that I thought I would take, but that's what I wanted to do. And I decided to go into actuarial science. I started taking financial classes and other math classes, and that's led me here. I'm doing my bachelor's at Indiana University all online because I live in South Korea, and I hope to become an actuary one day. As one might expect from a math geek, I like things that are clear and concise. So I don't really do well with unknowns or things that I have to make decisions without all the data or without all the facts. I don't like doing that at all. So public speaking is a little uncomfortable for me because of that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know what everybody wants to hear, so I typically get very nervous. I have a few strategies that I like to use to keep myself more comfortable. I practice a lot before I have to make a speech. I say things a ton of different ways so that I know what sounds the most comfortable for me coming out of my mouth, sounds the most comfortable transitioning, things like that. I also like to do something before I give a speech that makes me feel super confident so that I am in the right mindset before I give a speech. I think it's good to be a little bit nervous before a speech, but there's definitely a fine line between where it's detrimental and where it's healthy. And I think that's the hardest part for me. I don't like that part. But whether it's giving an upcoming speech or finding out that we're moving across the world, I always try to overcome whatever my life throws at me. This class is definitely going to be one of the most challenging, but I feel like I can do it. Even though I hate making decisions, I've done that. Even though I don't really like the unknown, I've dealt with that. And even though I don't like public speaking, I'm going to get better at it, and I'm going to learn what I can from this class and hopefully do better in the future. Thank you.
Just in case we need all.